The cold wind cut through the small frontier town as Clara stood at the foot of the wooden steps, gripping her worn suitcase with numb fingers. Snow rested lightly on the ground, and every breath she took felt heavy with uncertainty. She had crossed miles of land to reach this place, trusting a letter and a promise that a new life waited for her here. As a mail-order bride, she believed this town would give her a home. Instead, silence greeted her. In front of her stood the man she had come to marry, a rugged cowboy with tired eyes and a face shaped by loss. He held two small children in his arms, both bundled tightly in thick winter clothes, their innocent faces pale from the cold. They clung to him as if he were the only safe thing left in the world. Behind them, a few townsfolk watched quietly, their expressions filled with curiosity and judgment. Clara introduced herself softly, explaining who she was and why she had come. The cowboy listened without interrupting, his jaw tight, his eyes distant. When he finally spoke, his voice was firm and guarded. He told her he didn't need a wife. He said he had made a mistake by sending for her. His words fell like ice, sharp and unforgiving. Clara felt her heart sink as the reality settled in. She was not wanted. The rejection happened in front of everyone. No kindness, no hesitation. Just truth spoken plainly. Clara lowered her gaze, ashamed and broken, unsure of where she would go next. She had spent everything she had to get here. There was no home to return to, no family waiting for her. That night, she slept in a small borrowed room, staring at the ceiling, wondering how her life had fallen apart so completely. Morning arrived quietly. Clara packed her suitcase, preparing to leave town with nowhere in mind. As she stepped outside, a familiar voice stopped her. The cowboy stood there alone this time, the children nearby. His expression had changed, still serious, but softer. He told her the truth he had buried the day before. His wife had died a year earlier, leaving him alone with two young children and a grief he didn't know how to carry. He wasn't cruel, he was afraid. He admitted he didn't know how to be gentle anymore. He didn't know how to raise his children alone. Then, in a low voice meant only for her, he said the words that changed everything. He told her he didn't need a bride. He needed a mother for his children. Clara looked at the two little faces watching her carefully. They didn't see a stranger standing before them. They saw someone who might stay. In that moment, Clara realized this wasn't about a contract or convenience. It was about three lonely hearts searching for something to hold on to. Slowly, she set her suitcase down. Days turned into weeks. Clara brought warmth into the cold house, through meals, gentle words, and patience. The children laughed again. The cowboy learned